Yo, what is up? We're gonna go look over the deck before we get into cosplay in some normie clothes post-production. So this is a Diana MF aggro deck. I actually like Diana a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I was gonna like Leona more, but I like Diana, so that's why I had become a follower of her in Lunari Shadestalker. Hey. So first off, we have 3 Warning Shot. Now, this is a pretty typical to Bilgewater, but instead of a level up on like a Gangplank or Sejuani, if we're going that route, it is mostly to proc the effects of Nightfall. So you just get a free card to go, and then Nightfall is whenever it's not the first card to be activated or played in that round. So we have a lot of different things that could go and activate that, be activated by it, such as Lunari Shadestalker. We have Pale Cascade. We have Crescent Guardian. It's a good amount, you know. Overall, I really actually like this Lunari Duskbringer a lot. It's a lot. It's also very good. If you don't have any Nightfall cards, we do run 1 Monkey Business. So this card does have Plunder. So if you're able to Warning Shot, you could technically go into Monkey Business. Now, this isn't like an ideal turn. Ideally, you would want to go and have it for like Monkey Business and a Nightfall, but you could do it on itself as well. This is the card you want to mulligan for ideally as your 1-drop, whether you're going first, whether you're going second. It's just a really darn good card because it creates a Dusk Petal Dusk in hand, which is a burst 1 cost. Next thing you know, in Nightfall, you play this run, cost 1 less. So let's say that you're going second and you play this first, then you could go and just play your Dusk Petal Dusk, and then you get a Diana with the Nightfall ability for Challenger and Quick Attack, or Lunari Shadestalker, which is usually what I like to go with just to get it out depending on what my opponent has played. Now, Solari Soldier, it's a little random. It's obviously like a Daybreak, but we don't really have a lot of good 1-cost units to choose from right now. I personally like it just because it sometimes even just procs your Nightfall just by being able to put something down. And to be able to get a 3/3 1 cost, especially when you're on the play, is going to be some really good value to your damage. So we run 3 of those. 3 of Diana, she is a mainstay in this deck. So when she levels up, when Nightfall or when you activate another Nightfall ability, you give her +2/0 and Challenger this round. She's a Quick Attack. So the Quick Attack Challenger combo is very, very good, and her signature spell, Diana's Pale Cascade, is also very good, especially for presenting lethal when your opponent does block in certain ways, or getting some of those really big Freljord champions down a notch, because some of those are very, especially like Trundle decks. So this gives an ally +2/0 this round, shuffle Diana in your deck, and Nightfall draw 1. So this is actually our draw mechanic in this deck to keep things moving, which really helps. I have technically used it just for the buff before without the Nightfall, but you ideally want to be able to use it with the Nightfall and play something beforehand, because you do get that extra draw in addition to counting for Diana's own level up. And plus it's a burst. It's Targon, of course it's burst. Next, of course, of the lovely Lunari Shadestalker, I feel like you just have to throw 3 of her into any Nightfall deck you're gonna really bring, because she is really, really good. Her elusive stays for the entire time, and she is a 2/3. There is some more elusive counters in this set, but I still have found that she has been very, very helpful, and of course, I love her since I cosplay her. Again, as mentioned before, we have the 1 of Monkey Business. This is like, I like it personally just as a 1 of. It's a more of a situational card. Sometimes it works with the banked mana to do the Monkey Business into a Nightfall, and that's how it works. But it's really dependent. You could take it out. I like it personally though. Maybe even try for 2. I'm curious to see how that goes. We talked about Palace Cascade before. Again, it's Diana's signature spell, so that means that in addition to the 3 we are running, we also do have potentially even more if we already have a Diana on board and another in hand. Crescent Guardian, I don't see this in all Nightfall decks, but I really like it for the little Overwhelm punch, especially since the Nightfall grant me +2/0 is just permanent. When it comes to just like for this turn, such as Solari Soldier, it's just like, yo, are you serious? I really want some more impact and oomph. Though, to be fair, if it was for more than a round, that would be pretty busted for Solari Soldier. But I think this is really good. I just love Overwhelm, and it's really darn cheap. So we love it, you know. Misfortune, the other part of her deck, I actually have been able to level up Misfortune a lot more in this particular deck than when I played Quinn MF Scouts, which is pretty crazy. I feel like she's levels up so easily, especially because we do have the elusive, so we can get some easy attacks in, even if our opponent has a very chonky board to get rid of. So, I mean, she's just really great. And the fact that we get the Overwhelm on top of the 3 pings from her bullet time is some crazy value. I feel like it's really good. And again, with the Petty Officer, you could actually make it have either on her level up, have it do 4 damage or 2 damage unleveled with the Powder Keg. Now, with the Petty Officer, you want to just, if you do decide to go Powder Keg, you need to go and time it well. Do you have something that you could use it right away if it's your opponent's on turn? Because your opponent is vulnerable, so your opponent could just go and kill it right away if you don't have a direct use. Now, there are so many good 1 costs for Petty Officers to pull. My favorite, of course, is Lunari Duskbringer. When they actually pull this Lunari Duskbringer, it's like, hey, here's just a free Dust Petal Dusk and a 2/1. So that's probably one of the best things it can pull, but I feel like there's so much more consistently good pull from Petty Officer on their 1 cost that it's worth it to most of the time go for the 1 cost unless you have a plan set up with your Powder Keg. Next is Island Navigator, which is a big part of the whole MF package and how I'm able to get M off so much. And again, it is just like Petty Officer. It does summon a random 1 cost follower, which means you could be getting another Lunari Duskbringer, you know? There's a lot of really great 1 costs, and the Scout ability does make it very good. And it's only 4. I'm able to like pull up my board. I could go for more Scouts. So honestly, I'm finding this, as I said, more consistent than I did Quinn MF. Maybe it's just my playstyle, but that's how I go. Next is Jack the Winner. This guy literally wins games. That is exactly what he does. So he has a 0 cost Sleep with the Fishes, which is a slow, ephemeral, fleeting spell. Deal 2 to an ally and deal 2 to an enemy nexus. Now, something I actually have been doing a lot is, a lot of the times, especially if I am against opponents who have challenger cards or have damage to do to my big units that I want to keep, like my Jack, I'll actually just use this on like a 2/1 or a 1/1, because yes, I lose board, but I don't go and open my important units up to be damaged and killed and outvalued. So Sleeping with Fishes is a really, really good card. You try to use it every single time, especially when you get to the end game. It can absolutely change games with all this heal. And when you get like, I've had like 2 or 3 Jacks on the board at a time, and it gets pretty crazy. His stat line itself, you can use it on him. Often it is used on him. He is a chunky boy. Or you could go and use him to get rid of some of the bigger champions and followers your opponent has, either by his base stat line of 5/6 or with a Pale Cascade, buffing him up to by 2. Next is Rosescale Hunter, which is Scouts grant an enemy vulnerable. This has also been a really key aspect, the fact that you could go and grant vulnerability and Scout to level up the Misfortune quicker. This is a really good card. Sometimes I end up getting a lot of these 5-drops a little early and they're just sort of sitting in my hand, so it's the only downside when maybe I want a Jack instead or Island Navigator. But especially late game when you want to focus on clearing and getting the most value you can to level up your MF, he is a great thing to do. Last is Cygnus the Moonstalker. Now, I need to say, always remember to order this properly. It's always so like tempting to just slam it down, just like, oh, yeah, I can just put it down, I give an ally elusive, and we're all good, and I get elusive for this turn. But always remember, the ability is Nightfall. Maybe I'm just saying that to myself, but I feel like it's so important to actually see. Next is the Riptide Rex. I only have one in this particular list, but I do have another version with 3. I just feel like it's sort of situational. I have been able to win with it before, but I just feel like this is a lot more consistent, because like it really sucks when you're like at the end of the game and you just have like 3 Riptide Rexes and that's all you have. You don't have any enablers for it and you're just sort of sitting there. So I put it down to 1 and put some of these ratios in. Like I like the Crescent Guardian personally, but you could do what you want for your particular list. Now let's get into the gameplay. I want my lower drops here and I'm like not getting them here. But yeah, no, I was able to find a lot of desktop mobiletics and then I like sort of changed them up to my liking as well. So well, we're gonna see just like how this goes. I'm glad I didn't go straight to rank. Like I feel like I at least want to try out stuff right away. I'm not gonna like read some masters or anything. Like I'll get there, but we're just gonna chill. That being said, I still am going for top 100 masters this season. It's just for today, I'm just gonna chill and just like learn the set is what I'm planning. I don't really feel like it's worth it. I think that we just pass here and then powder keg. It's not like we're running Gangplank, so I think this would be the most safe. Yeah, so we'll just go and I think we'll just go for 1 random cost. Yo, then I see how you doing. We were finally able to get on the servers, which is so awesome. I'm so happy that we were finally able to get on. All right. So Nightfall is on here if we want. I think I might as well. I might as well go and put it on here is what I'm thinking. Because I'm going to be able to draw one anyways, and it's a Nightfall card, so we're pretty good. Again, all my decks are deleted. Yeah, that was a problem with me too. That's why, like, I'm just gonna back everything up to Mobiletics now. I mean, right now I'm just trying out a bunch of different decks, so it's like a little bit whatever, but I know that that was a common problem. I'm assuming they're gonna eventually fix it though. But that was nice that we got an attune card for our random 1 cost. That was cool. Give me Challenger this round. Alright, so we can actually, like, the thing is, like, with Nightfall, we can do stuff, like, with Warning Shot. Yo, I forgot about that. Maybe we're playing some dragons. The thing is, I want to be able to kill it. Like, it's sort of awkward, because I don't have anything currently that would be able to kill it. I would have things that would be able to chump it, but not necessarily keep it. So I think I may just like let this go through is what I'm thinking. Like, I'm probably just gonna let it go through. Yeah, I don't feel like there's really much of a point in blocking this, so we're just gonna vibe like this. We could keep the warning shot for something else, is what I'm thinking. This is good, actually. This was actually a really good, good thing to get. So we can just like go into their scout, then go in with everything else. We're keeping the warning shot for our Riptide Rex, so we're just gonna wait a second on that. Give me that this round. All right. Well, this makes everything a little bit more annoying. Yo, Bites, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're trying out some stuff and some norms. First off, we are chilling. We are trying some stuff. How are you? Alright, so we'll just go in with everything. It's not like they have Fury, so they're gonna be blocking a little bit, but I want to get as much damage in as possible. This doesn't feel great, but I think I still just go in with everything. It doesn't feel great, but I go in with everything is what I feel here. Like, maybe I could have held back the scouts, but this is alright. Yeah, hey there, welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, we're learning some more decks. I hope you're having a lovely day. Yeah, no, this is fine. We saw the good amount, and then we also have Riptide Rex and our warning shot. So we're on round 6. Hey, there's us! There's us, Lunari Shadestalker! Hey, good catch a stream. Yo, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, no, I usually don't stream on Wednesday, but it's a release, so I'm definitely gonna look for a lot of Lunari Shadestalker decks today, because it's thematic. Ooh, that's a cool animation particle effect for Spell Shield. This person's trying like a dragon deck. Let's let it go through. You cap. Yeah, I need all easy ult. I was actually going to Shadestalker, but I don't have enough. I need QSS. I probably didn't need to do that, honestly. I think I'm just gonna take this, though. Looking fierce today. I haven't updated mobile yet since I'm not home. Kind of weird. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of different, like, little inconsistencies, so I'm sure that's how it is for a lot of people. Alright, so we're 1 off from our Riptide Rex. So let's go and Navigator. And then we'll go Shadestalker. And then we'll give this upgraded. I mean, I could have waited and maybe done it one of these, but I feel like this is fine too. So I guess we just go in with all the... They're gonna block, they're gonna get Fury, but I feel like create a random dragon in hand. I think I'm okay with them creating rando dragons in hand right now. Yeah. I'm actually alright with this. It'll take a few hours to hit. Oh yeah, for mobile. That's unfortunate. They're gonna be able to get some things, but this is alright. I don't care if the Fury goes through. This is fine. Right now, we're just like, we're focusing on getting through with the elusive and like one more. So they're gonna go and get another, they're gonna get more dragons in hand, but this is completely fine. Because we actually just have lethal right now, never mind. We don't even have to wait. We have lethal on board.